Percy the Polar Bear and the Magical Flower, the expanded adventure. Once upon a time, in the snowy, sparkling land of the Arctic, there lived a curious polar bear named Percy. Percy had soft white fur that shimmered like diamonds in the sunlight, and he loved exploring the icy world around him. But Percy had one big dream: to find a magical flower that was said to bloom only once every 100 years. Legend had it that this flower could make the snow sparkle even brighter and bring joy to everyone who saw it. One chilly morning, Percy woke up with a determined grin. "Today's the day," he said to himself. He grabbed his cozy red scarf and called his best friend, Crumb, a chubby polar bear with a knack for finding snacks in the snow. "Crumb," Percy shouted, knocking on Crumb's icy den. "Wake up. We're going on an adventure." Crumb poked his head out, rubbing his sleepy eyes. "An adventure? Is there food involved?" "Maybe," Percy said with a wink. "But we're looking for the magical flower, the one that makes the snow sparkle." Crumb's eyes lit up. "A flower? In the snow? That sounds impossible. But I'm in. Let's go." The two friends set off, their paws crunching in the fresh snow. The Arctic sun glowed softly, and the air was filled with the sound of distant seals singing and the occasional whoosh of the northern lights. The Arctic hares and the hidden path. As they walked, Percy and Crumb came across a family of Arctic hares. The hares were busy hopping around, their white fur blending perfectly with the snow. "Have you seen a magical flower around here?" Percy asked. The hares twitched their noses. "A flower in the snow? HMM. Try asking the wise old walrus by the glacier. He knows everything. But be careful, the path to the glacier is tricky. You'll need to follow the trail of sparkling icicles." Percy and Crumb thanked the hares and hurried to follow the trail of icicles. The path was narrow and winding, with steep drops on either side. Percy led the way, his keen eyes spotting the glimmering icicles that marked the safe path. "Crumb, stay close," Percy called back. Crumb, who was busy sniffing the air for any signs of snacks, almost missed a step. "Ho! That was close," he said, catching himself just in time. The wise old walrus. After a long trek, they reached the glacier. There, they found the wise old walrus lounging on an iceberg. His long tusks gleamed, and his eyes sparkled with wisdom. "Excuse me, Mr. Walrus," Percy said politely. "We're looking for the magical flower. Do you know where it is?" The walrus chuckled. "Ah, the magical flower. It's not easy to find. You'll need to cross the frozen lake, climb the shimmering mountain, and solve the riddle of the Snow Queen. But beware, the journey is full of challenges. Crumb gulped. Challenges like no snacks. The walrus laughed. Exactly. But if you're brave and work together, you'll find what you're looking for. Crossing the frozen lake. Percy and Crumb thanked the walrus and set off again. Their next challenge was to cross the frozen lake. The lake was vast and covered with a thick layer of ice, but cracks and thin spots made it dangerous. "Stay close to me," Percy said, carefully testing the ice with each step. Crumb followed, his heart pounding. "I hope the ice holds. I don't want to take a polar plunge." Halfway across, they heard a loud crack. The ice beneath Crumb's feet began to split. "Percy, help!" Crumb cried. Percy quickly grabbed Crumb's paw and pulled him to safety. "That was close," Percy said, breathing heavily. "We need to be more careful climbing the shimmering mountain." After safely crossing the lake, they reached the base of the shimmering mountain. The mountain was tall and steep, with icy cliffs that sparkled in the sunlight. "This is going to be tough," Percy said, looking up at the towering peak. Crumb sighed. "I hope there's a snack at the top." They began their climb, helping each other over icy rocks and slippery slopes. Percy used his strength to pull Crumb up the steeper parts, while Crumb used his keen sense of smell to find the safest paths. As they climbed higher, the air grew colder and the wind howled around them, but they pressed on, determined to reach the top. The Snow Queen's riddle. Finally, they reached the summit where the Snow Queen awaited. The Snow Queen was tall and elegant, with a crown made of icicles. Her gown shimmered like the northern lights, and her eyes were as deep and mysterious as the Arctic night. "To find the magical flower," she said, "you must answer this riddle. I bloom where nothing grows. I shine where light is rare. I am a gift of hope, but only for those who care. What am I?" Percy and Crumb thought hard. "A flower that grows in the snow," Percy guessed. The Snow Queen smiled. "Close. It's the magic of kindness. The flower is a symbol of hope and love, and it blooms when friends work together to make the world a better place." Suddenly, the ground beneath them began to glow. A beautiful flower with petals like frost and a center that sparkled like the northern lights appeared before them. "It's real," Crumb gasped. "And it's amazing," Percy grinned. "We did it, Crumb!" Together, the return home. The two friends carefully carried the flower back to their home, As soon as they planted it, the entire Arctic seemed to glow with joy. The snow sparkled brighter than ever, and all the animals gathered to celebrate. From that day on, Percy and Crumb knew that the real magic wasn't just in the flower, it was in their friendship and the kindness they shared. They continued to explore the snowy world, spreading joy and kindness wherever they went. And so, Percy and Crumb lived happily ever after, their hearts as warm as the Arctic sun, and their friendship as strong as the icy mountains. The end.